Well, today and tomorrow are supposed to be the hottest days on record, about 40 degrees. We're almost out of water, so we're going to cruise to the Welford Arm. We've also got to deal with the slight anxiety of the propeller making weird noises last time, but hopefully it's fixed.
This is where the downside of owning bikes comes in. We have to cruise. We're gonna have to put them on the roof.
We're off. It's the first time we've used the umbrella for the sun.
It's hot.
It is. You can feel it starting to come now, so I'm glad we're going now.
The only guilty I find staring back at me in the mirror at night, stuck in place, just waiting for a green light. But I can't lie awake for someone else to say I can live my
Amy's just up ahead, scouting out the spaces, trying to find the best shady patch.
So much shade in this area, it's glorious.
Made it to the Welford Arm. We found a really nice shady bit. It's just trees all the way along and it is so much cooler here.
It's really nice and it'll be way better for the pets. So we're just gonna wait out the heat wave here.
And then when we're ready, the facilities are just down the end on Wednesday when it cools down.
People always ask us, does it get hot in a boat? And I feel like it probably does get hotter in the boat compared to a house. It doesn't get as cool. However, you can't move your house to a woodlands to be in the shade.
I'm also interested to see how well the foil on the windows strategy works. I feel like it has more of an effect when the sun's on it, which thankfully it isn't anymore, but it still should help reflect the heat.
We also saw a trick that if you pour water on the roof, as it slowly evaporates, it helps keep it cool too.
We're just using canal water. It doesn't need to be clean, so we're not going to waste it. Doesn't look like any more grease has leaked out, and we've been going for about 2 hours, which is brilliant. So I'm pretty sure the culprit was some mixture of having the stuffing box repacked and then also me tightening it too much. That must have just squeezed out a load of gunk. But it seems fine now, and the engine seemed fine that whole cruise. So I think that stress is done. Small bonus, the download's really good here. The upload's not good enough to work from. That doesn't really matter for the next couple of days while we ride out the heat. It's so dark. You can't really see anything at all. Outside, broad daylight. Inside, pitch black. It's probably the hottest part of the day now. The boat is staying really cool, which is great. I mean, relatively. At the hottest point, it's about 28, which is hot. But out there, it's almost 40. So it's working well. I think the foil trick's been working really well on the windows, but it's because of the breeze coming through, it's making them flap off, and they've been on for quite a few hours. So I just want to top them up with a bit of spray and stick them back down again. But it means going out on the water side.
Be careful.
See ya. You bless me then.
Yeah.
And this is easy.
It's red hot, and we've got these cups left over from the cakes. So I've put a hole in it, put a straw in, put some dilute in, and I'm going to freeze it, and then hopefully the ice freezes around the straw, and then you can use the straw as a handle. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, the straw is going to be the handle.
Why have you used the smallest straw we've got?
Because it won't fit in the freezer. The freezer's not very hard.
I thought what you were doing was that you were going to put straw in so that the whole thing freezes, but then as it melts you can drink through the straw. Please be careful.
Oh. The freezer's completely full.
We're using up the rest of our fresh food, anything that's cold and comes from the fridge.
It's about 5 o'clock now. Rufus has been such a good boy. It's time to just nip him for a wee. There's nothing too exciting though, Rufus. We've got to stay as still as we can. Go on. Still 38 degrees, but we're just letting him out to the toilet. He's panting already. Come on.
It's still really hot. It's about 5 o'clock now, so I think the temperature will start going down a bit. We were actually supposed to be going to a gig tomorrow in London to see one of our favourite artists, Andrew Bird, but even that got cancelled, and to be honest, as much as we wanted to see him, it's probably a good thing because I can't imagine having to cruise further and then get our friend to boat sit with the pets in like a heat wave like this, and then be running around jumping on and off public transport would just be a nightmare. So it's kind of worked out for the best in the end.
So it's about 7:15 at night now, and the heat and the sun has finally died down. It's still about 30 degrees outside, but we are going to open all of the hatches and the doors now. It's gotten to a point where the air outside is cooler than inside. So we want to let all of our warm air out and the cool air in. It's nice having some fresh air. We've pretty much stayed inside all day, had some naps, just been kind of tidying up, trying to escape the heat. It's actually been quite cool in there. With all the measures that we put in place, it was still really hot, but at least it was bearable. Now it's cooled down, so we're taking a walk down to the bins and letting Rufus out because he's been in all day. When have you ever gone up? Come on then.
It's almost 11 o'clock at night and it's still 27 degrees outside. And at this point as well, the foil and everything doesn't help at night as much. So it's just very like humid and muggy and horrible. Thankfully this year we've got a fridge and that's keeping us cool. The pets are alright, but I really hate hot nights. Probably more than I hate hot days. This is absolutely fine, they're not bothered at all.
We also haven't been wanting to turn the oven on because it just makes it so hot in here, just having the flames. So we're currently having some pasta at 11 o'clock just to get something in our systems because it was too hot earlier.
We are at the Met Office headquarters here. That red warning for extreme heat still in place.
We're expecting further record-breaking temperatures today.
Day 2 of the freak heat wave, and I don't think I've ever felt this hot in England before. And it is record-breaking temperatures. It's about 12 o'clock, it's already over 35 degrees, and in the sun, it's just unbearable.
So we're supposed to be on a train right now. We're kind of glad because obviously we can stay with the pets, but it's a little bit of a shame. But it's been postponed, so we'll be able to go a little bit later on in the year, hopefully.
I really feel for the boats that are in the sun, especially the one with the dark roofs. Needless to say, the pets aren't really coming out today. We took Rufus out earlier, just to the toilet. He's a bit grumpy because he doesn't understand why he can't go on long walks. And it's for his own good. And we're just nipping to see if the local Nisa is open, just to get a couple of bits. So nice and cool in here, it's air conditioned. Even some of the staff have got jumpers on. It's that cold. I can imagine that these were pretty fast, they're quite hard to restock. Filling up on water tomorrow, but obviously it's pretty hot, so we're just going to fill up some water bottles now for us and the pets. We made it.
Oh my god, it's so cool in here. I can literally feel like a cool breeze.
I can feel the breeze coming out onto my legs. Go away, heat. Oh my goodness.
We're going back in that gremlin hole.
It's like it's got aircon in here.
Oh, it's so nice.
Rufus, watermelon's very cooling and refreshing. No.
No? I knew he wouldn't like it.
So it's the hottest point and the hottest day. So we brought Dupes in here, and Amy's just using that box of water to just sort of wet the pet's ears intermittently. And now Rufus is over there sulking, and Dupes is here sulking. Still really dark, time to have a little bit of a late lunch. It's quite good though, because even though it's topped 39 degrees outside, it hasn't gone above about 28 inside the boat. So it's hot, but we're coping, and the pets are fine. I don't know if we said, but the reason that we put the foil on the outside was because these windows are quite thin, and we didn't want the heat to be bouncing around in the glass. Is that even a thing? But it does mean sometimes the foil flaps up and risks falling in the canal, which obviously isn't good. So you kind of have to do some maneuvers to refit it down.
What's going on?
I've got it all over my arms.
How are you doing? I did it with ease earlier.
Well, get you. Little Miss Show Off.
Look, go.
It's raining. It's raining. It's raining. It's raining. It's raining. It's raining, Rufus. Rufus, is it raining? It's weird seeing everyone emerge from their boats now that the rain started. Everyone's started sitting outside. It's completely backwards. Rufus is ecstatic, but just to be outside. We did it. We survived the record-breaking heat wave. It should just get cooler and cooler from here out, so We're gonna change the sweaty sheets, have a shower in preparation for cruising tomorrow. Oh, it's been horrible. I've hated it. Another random perk of boating. There's so many more spontaneous things. There's little opportunities everywhere. Like, just heard some music. I'm just walking to go and see what it is. We survived the heat wave.
Everyone's leaving the beer garden because it's raining and we're just sat here like... Good morning. Today we're going to do a fairly long cruise, try and make some ground because we're hoping to get to Oxford for summer. We are going to go to try and get to Yelvertoft today, or if we're feeling it we'll go a bit further. We're just going to see how we feel, but Yelvertoft is the minimum. The temperature is much cooler today. It's like really nice and breezy. I feel a little bit cold, might even have to put a jacket on, but that's nice. And we've had a shower, so I feel like a human again. What's up?
Let's just say the heat wave is not good for the smell.
Oh no, was it bad?
Yeah, and the CRT volunteer working right next to it, I heard him go, "Ugh."
No.
I don't blame him.
This tap at the Welford Arm is ridiculously slow. Like, our hose pipe hasn't even extended, it's that slow. And I don't think we're anywhere near being full, so we want to get on, so we're just going to leave it and then fill up at Yelvertoft.
Who needs a horn when you've got the vocal prowess of boat time? See, this junction would have been rammed if it wasn't for that. Back onto the Grand Onion now. This boat wisely retreated after hearing the beats.
Time for some on the move crisp sandwiches. Smush it down. Bon appetit.
Another fine example of being as productive as possible on the move. Amy is cutting Rufus's nails and I'm shaving my head.
Rufus has ran inside because he doesn't want me to do his nails, but I guarantee if we pretend to see something exciting, he'll come out. Okay, ready, Wes? Wow! What's that? Wow! What's it?
Look at that!
What's that? What is it?
Made it to the Overtoft water point. And we're hoping that we can moor just round the corner after we've topped up. So at one point, because we're not used to having bikes and other boats passing, the bike got caught on a tree and it attacked the garden.
The spring onions, my flowers.
I did think that the bike and the flowers were going to go in. Well, the tree wasn't totally unscathed. Decent water pressure.
That's so much better.
That's the water done, and now we're just going around the corner to where we're pretty sure there's a good internet spot. I only need it for a couple of days, but hopefully it is free and still as good as it was. Once again, Amy's doing all the hard work while I watch. Time to add our Vegan Camp Out 2022 wristband to the memories board. We've already got 2018, 2017 and 2019 on there. No, oh no. Wait for it. This isn't as graceful as I'd planned.
Nice.
So we've had a nice chilled evening in our Overtoft mooring. Our friend Tom came and visited again, and he came for a meal, which was really lovely. And he's also taken away our old PC, which we used to use in the earlier vlogs, but that's gone now that we've got our gaming laptops. We've sold it to him, and it's good that that's gone to a good home.
Now we're going to watch Love Island, have a cup of tea because it's finally cool enough to warrant a cup of tea. We've missed them, and probably go to bed pretty soon.
Night!
Night! Well, we made it through and we didn't burn. Thank you for coming along this journey with us as we survived the heat wave. And a special thank you to Jeff, Bryony, Jessica and Chad for your chips this week. We really, really appreciate it. Annie, thank you so much for your lovely comment. And as always, follow us on our socials for more content, and we'll see you next week.